Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's FranTastic InSights, where we provide insights from some of the coolest people in franchising. My name is Ari O'Brien, and I am the VP of Franchise Expansion here at FranServe. FranServe is the largest consulting organization in the world. Our mission is to help change people's lives through franchise ownership, and we do that through an incredible network of franchisors and franchise consultants who help their candidates explore franchise opportunities every single day. Today, I'm super excited to have Max Emma, CFE of BooXkeeping. He is their CEO. This is a great model, and I'm excited to get some information. So thank you for being here today, Max.
Thank you very much, Ari. And before we start, just wanted to mention, you said cool. People in franchises, our hashtag is actually cool bean counters. So that's been a hashtag of BooXkeeping for a long time.
That makes you extra unique and extra cool, I will say that. So thank you for pointing that out. I know BooXkeeping is a B2B model, right? You're working with small to medium-sized businesses on different accounting needs that they may need. And I'm excited for you to get into a little bit more detail with us on that. So why don't you tell our audience a little bit about what you offer at BooXkeeping and kind of what your role is with the company and how are you unique in regards to the services that you provide?
Absolutely. So we started BooXkeeping about 12 years ago, almost 13 years ago, out of the house, from the garage. And then with years, we got an office, got employees, and the company started growing. But we always been true to the core business, which is bookkeeping. It's a huge need. The industry is about $4.2 billion in the US per year, and people are looking for bookkeepers. And actually now, with the country going into recession and recovering after COVID, we see more and more requests on the bookkeepers for the outsourcing than before, because a lot of companies now cannot afford a full-time person. So they're looking for an outsourced companies like ours. So we are offering, as you said, bookkeeping. It can be as little as financial statements at the end of the month. We can do bills, we can create invoices, we can process payroll. We have some clients that we're working on a daily basis. Like we have a client that we have 2 employees full-time working on their books. Obviously, it's a very large client, but it can be as little as monthly or quarterly reports to as much as the full outsourced accounting department.
Great. That's good information to share with our viewers. So talk to us a little bit about what your expansion looks like for really growing the brand and getting some good exposure in some different markets throughout the US.
Sure. If we talk about BooXkeeping franchise, right now we have 2 franchisees. We're about to close our number 3 in the state of New York, and then the goal is to close 2 more by the end of 2022. And the goal for 2023 is 10 new franchises. It's a home-based business, so no real estate is needed. It's a low cost, low barrier to entry franchise. And it does not require a lot of time and ramp up period. So we're looking actually all over the United States because it's a remote business and it can be done, for clients anywhere. There is no difference between bookkeeping in Pennsylvania and bookkeeping in California. It's exactly the same. Debit is always on the left, credit is always on the right. That's the nature of the business. We don't do any taxes, but we work very closely with CPAs, and part of our sales strategy and part of our training is for our franchisees to connect with the local CPAs. We teach them how, so they can go in and get the business from these individuals.
Now, I know you offer a veterans discount. Do you offer any other discounts off your franchise fee?
Yes, we offer 30% discount, which is pretty aggressive from what I was told, to veterans, active military spouses, and active first responders. So somebody who is getting ready to retire and wants to start a business and retire soon, we offer the same 30%. Also, if you have an existing bookkeeping business or you are a CPA and you want to add bookkeeping franchise to your company, then we offer even bigger discounts from about 33 to 34%.
Great. Those are some really, really attractive discounts for people in that with that background that are looking at this business. So talk to me a little bit about what type of candidate you're interested in talking with. I know you don't have to have, any type of background in accounting, that you actually help provide the franchisee with folks that can do the work for the clients. Is that correct?
Yes, so bookkeeping can be a fully staffed model. It doesn't have to be fully staffed. Like one of our current franchisees is looking to hire through bookkeeping, where we find the people, we train them, and they just pick one or two and say, okay, I like this person. This person becomes de facto an employee of a franchisee. However, we pay all the benefits, we provide the office, we provide all the computers, everything. So they just have to provide the work. Having said that, the franchisee that we're looking for would have to be the front of the company, talking to the clients, doing business development. If a franchisee doesn't have any accounting experience, then we would advise for them to hire maybe part-time an accountant, could be a senior student of a local university who will be working with them to do the onboarding for the clients and to do like follow-ups, because sometimes clients have questions. But we can provide the staffs who are trained accountants with accounting degrees to do the actual work.
So really just they're kind of walking into the model and just kind of takes off from there because you're doing a lot of the back end.
We do, but having said that, they need to have some kind of understanding of accounting and bookkeeping. So we do have a 2 weeks training full time that includes sales, networking, technology, products, you name it. But we cannot make somebody an accountant in 2 weeks. It takes 4 to 5 years to go to school to become an accountant. So if you a franchisee and you don't want to do the accounting yourself, and you don't understand accounting, and you don't want to hire anybody, then probably this model is not going to work for you. But if you're willing to hire somebody part-time, or you have been in accounting or finance field before, then you can definitely do it. I mean, I don't have an accounting degree. Trust me, Ari, you don't want me to do your accounting because that's going to take forever. I do come from finance world, and I did some corporate accounting 25 years ago. Having said that, I understand the terminology. I understand how it works. So, I'm a good example of a sales executive for the company, for my own company, doing business development, talking to the clients, doing the follow-ups, because I know enough to be dangerous, if you know what I mean. But, I'm not the one who's going to be doing the work, for sure.
Got it. Okay, good. That's good information, and just really connecting with their local community to build those relationships.
Absolutely. Like in my opinion, besides the veterans and active military spouses, the people who we are looking for would be current salespeople working for payroll companies who overgrow their position and they want to move on, but they don't know what to do. They already have a relationship with bankers. They have a relationship with CPAs. So now they know enough about financial statements. They've seen enough of those to actually start selling bookkeeping. And because they already have the connections, they should be able to find clients easier than somebody who doesn't have this type of connection. So we're also looking for staying home parents, because this model can be flexible. It can be run, flexible hours. It doesn't have to be 8 to 5 or 9 to 6 job.
Good. All excellent points. So what happened with your current clients during COVID? How did you pivot your model and how you were, taking care of franchisees or clients or, whoever was in need of the services?
So the franchise idea came to us right before COVID. And of course, with my luck, I'm always joking, I got the approval for my FTD the day before we went into lockdown. So that we got it on March 16th. And as we all remember, March 17th, the country shut down. So I stupidly believed that it's only going to be for 2 weeks. Like my mom was one of those people that was saying, no, 2 weeks and we're going to go back to normal. So of course we didn't. So for the first year, if not more, we didn't sell anything on the franchising front. So we were just taking care of the clients and growing the company and pivoting from in-person to virtual model. And we have offices in different places. So to make sure everybody's working, every municipality had different regulations. So it was, tough as it was. So for the first couple months, nothing was happening really. We haven't lost any clients, but we weren't gaining any clients. But then slowly it started moving. Like we added Zoom. I know some people hate Zoom. I actually like it because before we were doing all the calls with the clients via phone. We didn't use Skype, we didn't use Zoom because we thought phone is enough. But now all the calls with the clients, all the follow-ups are done via Zoom, which is great because we can see the client can see us. There's personal relationship that is being developed. We always believed in being a remote company. So even when we had one office in San Diego with, I don't know, 10, 11 employees, the clients who were in San Diego had to do everything by phone with us because we didn't allow them to come to the office because we always were building a nationwide brand. And eventually we moved into this direction. But definitely, so as I said, first couple of months, nothing. And then slowly we started growing the remote practice.
Yeah, having that connection over Zoom, it changes the complexity of the relationship. And, I think everyone realized we don't have to be in person to do a deal, right? So yeah, all true statement. So this has been great. We really appreciate you being here today. We learned a ton about the brand. Is there any final thoughts that you'd like to share with our viewers?
Yes, I just wanted to mention that we are very big on training. Not only we have our own proprietary system that helps franchisees and employees to run their clients called BooksDesk, which all the franchisees get licensed to it. You cannot buy it. You have to be either an employee or franchisee of BooXkeeping, but you get 2 weeks training. And later for the next 6 months, we are paying for weekly sales training for the live sales trainers. So because sales and networking is very, very important. Again, if we get an accountant who wants to buy a business, bookkeeping franchise, yes, they know how to do accounting. But if they don't know how to sell, they don't know how to price it, how to do business development, they're not going to grow the business. I can tell you that our franchisee, number one, she had a small bookkeeping business when she started. And now, almost a year later, she's about 6x of what she was doing before. We didn't make her an accountant. We just taught her how to sell. She still doesn't have an employee. So she's still working from home. She's bringing her first employee literally this week because she just, saying no to work. She can't handle what she's seeing. But again, she's an accountant, but we taught her how to do it. We gave her all the scripts. Our brand manual is about 900 pages. So it includes all the possible scripts that you might need, all the agreements, everything from cold calling to actual email scripts, because we are very methodical about it. We do full marketing for our franchisees, all the local marketing, all the blogs, all this SEO is done by the corporate office. So they can concentrate on growing their business.
Very thorough. Great. Well, all that business is a good problem to have. So good for her. Well, thank you again, Max, for being here today. We appreciate it. And yeah, good information to share with everyone.
Thank you, Ari. I appreciate it.
Take care.